Franchise.
Get in like the Marines.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Franchise.
We're in.
Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
Welcome, Franchise Addicts, a podcast covering every film in a given franchise. My name is Luke.
And my name is Chris.
And this week, we unfortunately continue our coverage of the zombie franchise, marked by the number 28, with the sequel to 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later.
The 28 franchise. Is that what we call it?
I can't figure out a better way to...
28.
The 28 franchise.
But not 28 Days, the Sandra Bullock movie.
No.
Which is deceiving. Do you think...
I think I just saw a GIF from that on Twitter recently. She was like coming down the stairs and somebody's handing her a cocktail and then she's dancing in like the living room with a party of people.
I don't think that's funny at all.
I think anything Sandra Bullock does is funny.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Lost City?
No, but
Her and Channing Tatum?
I heard it's not good.
It's fantastic.
Did you hear what about The Net?
No.
Oh, see, that's just the age difference right there. The Net was it was like right after Speed. And it was
all right, now my memory's... I haven't seen it, but I know
about the dangers of the online internet.
Yep.
Anyways. So the 28 days, the 28 franchise. Okay. So yeah, we're on to 28 weeks.
Weird sequel. Actually, kind of in the context, since we are the franchise experts.
Absolutely.
Usually we don't get to this type of movie immediately for the second one. Usually we have to wait till the third movie of the franchise where they're basically just like, wow, that first movie was a really good idea. What if we just kind of did that again, but way crappier? Will people still go to it?
And the answer, I think, was yes.
I believe it was almost a resounding yes.
It did well.
65.8 million worldwide gross with a budget of 15.
Yeah, okay. I'll say that works.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, that's definitely building on the reputation of the first one, which by this point, because this was 5 years later, yeah, 5.5.
It took their time. You'd think. Whatever. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Took a lot more than 4 weeks. Am I right?
28 weeks. Man, this movie, so much to not say about it. But let's just do this up at the top here. This movie is not directed by Danny Boyle. This movie is directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo.
That's how you say it.
Dio?
Yeah.
I apologize to all of our Hispanic listeners.
Fresnadillo.
There you go.
That's how you say it.
I do not.
Accurately.
I was not given the choice of what language to study in high school. I was assigned the beautiful language of the German people.
As was I. It was very good.
And
good.
I learned many important things within that class that didn't necessarily pertain just to the language, but to the people, the culture, the history.
The history. It's very sorted.
A lot of ideas.
So Hitler stuff aside.
Actually 28 weeks later, little Hitlerish, putting people into basements during red alerts. Not a great idea. Kind of seems like they wanted them to get infected. If we were going to just put that out there.
Well, thinking if we're going to talk about people allowing other people to die, we got to start with that first scene, right?
Yes. All right.
Let's kick it off.
We're getting right into this. This movie's not going to be long. This movie sucks balls.
Well, okay. Maybe I love it. I don't know. I'm not ready. I still am thinking about it.
So I was thinking about this, Chris, because I want to caveat this before, because it has been like now 2 weeks since I've seen this movie, and for some reason I have now become obsessed with it in my mind because of how much I dislike it.
Wow.
So I had gotten this movie in high school. I liked 28 Days Later. I saw this at my local Blockbuster store or whatever, bought it. Was not allowed to have R-rated movies in my dormitory in high school, or else they would take them and break them in front of you.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a hidden gem, a treasure of sorts that I watched.
Mule that thing.
the first 30 to an hour of the movie and shut it off because it sucked. And then I returned now later, 2 weeks ago, back to this movie, and
14 days later. 14 days ago, sorry.
yes, 28 years later.
28 days later. What's that in? Okay, yeah.
And
Units of time.
I'm watching the opening scene, and I had heard through the grapevine, like, people like the opening scene of the movie, but the rest of it. Okay, so here's what happens in the opening scene.
You get the guy from Trainspotting, right?
Yeah, I love that guy. I can't remember what his name in Train.
You know, the guy from yeah.
He's the guy with the mustache that's super, like, aggro.
Fish and chips. That's not what he sounds like at all.
No. He sounds a little bit more like this.
Is that Jason Statham? I'm the equalizer.
The translator.
The transporter. I'm just kidding. That's Denzel. I'm the beekeeper. I'm the working man. I'm anything you want me to be. I'm the kick-ass man.
Yeah, in the Expendables, he's like the not Asian Jackie Chan guy.
That's right.
Even though they have Jet Li.
God have me do it.
That first Expendables movie is good.
I haven't seen any of
I
them.
will say.
Hey, that's a franchise.
It is that is the action franchise of all action.
The mother of all of them. Is there 3?
Yeah,
Wow.
there might even be a straight to DVD for it.
You loved it. Here it is.
Here it is. Okay, so Cottage Attack. This is where we're set. So even ChatGPT, who wrote my outline, has screwed this up, and I had to pause the movie and relook this up. When did this take place? Within the scope of these movies, when in the timeline so far, 28 days later and 28 weeks later, when does this occur?
I mean, one would say 4 weeks after the first one.
So in my outline, it says setting, rural England, 28 weeks after the initial outbreak. No, not a chance.
Yeah.
This is occurring.
That's right. I'm on the
I know
second day.
it's all over the place. So this is so I paused it, looked it up, checked the online sources. This is happening concurrently with what's going on in 28 days later.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because you do need that, because you need the main character. You can see how good our research is to have developed into the leader that he becomes weeks later.
I mean, is he a leader? Kind of. I mean, his kids are ragging on him about.
That's a high position, right? But okay,
he's doing all right.
So
he's not doing bad.
Opening scene is concurrent with the 4 weeks after that initial rage outbreak.
Yep. So these guys are holed up. They found I believe they called it the older couple. It's their home, and this husband and wife who have sent their children, fortunately, on a vacation or school trip to America or somewhere outside of the greater Great Britain area, London, England area. So they assume they're safe. The wife obviously misses the kids. They're following all the normal protocols. So these guys, it's not like immediately after the raid virus has come out. These guys kind of know what to do. They know it's out there.
Gotta hide. Yeah.
Yep. And, a lot of squabbling going on, a lot of like, hey, if someone gets left outside and doesn't come back, they're gone. Stop caring about them, all that stuff. And then we get the break-in of the infected.
Just went too close to the window, right?
Or for some reason it occurs. Typically it's the people inside the house's fault. I didn't really see that much.
Don't blame the victim.
Chaos ensues. Potentially the best camera work in the entire movie going on here. You get that feel from 28 weeks later with the shaky camera, handheld type stuff. And these infected are just rampaging this farmhouse.
They go off.
But they have an escape plan. So there is a plan in place to get out in case this exact thing happens. So they're trying to, scrambling up the stairs. All they have to do is just at least make it out of the house. They've got a boat set up. They can use the river, get away. That's kind of the rendezvous point. And we're following our main character here, whose name is Don.
Old Don.
Played by Robert Carlyle. And
Very, very good.
while having this initial sweet, tender, caring conversation with his wife before we think these people are very much in love.
I love you.
It's great. This kid that has come to the door. Oh, that's what it was. It's a fucking kid's fault.
Oh, yeah, it is.
They bring in this little rascal, this dirty little rascal who
Dirty little red.
the wife immediately, her name's Alice. I can just stop denying her the wife.
The wife.
Alice
Yeah.
immediately becomes bonded to. Great, loving, awesome. We care about that. We stand that, Chris.
We stand that, indeed.
Yes. So infected are coming in. The Alice is protecting the child. Don's running around, actually being crazy heroic. Bashing skulls and trying his best to clear the way for people to get out. They then get up into this upstairs room, and it's just inevitable. These guys are going to die. They're surrounded on all sides. It's the kid, it's Alice, it's Don. And then the movie's like, wouldn't it be cool or wouldn't it be compelling if Don just fucking leaves his wife to die? And you see the look in his eye, and he like looks out the window, looks at his wife, and she's like, no fucking way.
He's like, well, you can tell those people have been married for over 5 years.
You can't tell anything about this relationship anymore. It makes no sense. So Don, scurries out the window or whatever the fuck he does, and, gets to the barn.
Beats it.
Tries to save the old people, incapable of doing so. The one old guy, as he's like trying to drag him up the ladder, gets his pulled back down. Whatever. He makes it to the boat. The Indian dude is at the boat, and I believe he was Pakistani. I don't know. I'm not trying to. He was a man that was not white. That was a part of their group who
A man of color.
was very angry and like aggro and definitely off a little bit. They jump on the boat. He gets pulled down by water zombies. Blah 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 blah. I want to talk about what the hell is going on between this couple, Alice and Don, because everyone's like, oh, this opening scene's great. It's so impactful. It kind of sets the stage for what we're going to consider the entire rest of this movie.
I think it's pretty funny.
Why can't we have this should have been like the end of or the middle of the movie. Like, how do we have no relationship building, bonding, any kind of slight inkling or idea that this is something that Don would do? Like, this is a movie. This is a movie full of taking shortcuts.
Sure.
For no reason, which is something that because we don't cover a lot of like really bad horror movies, I don't have to just like drag on it, because horror movies do this all the time where they're just like, oh, insert this writing shortcut and now you get it all.
Mm-hmm.
And since every horror movie is just people reinterpreting their own trauma, you just like take shortcuts to like, oh, that's why she's or this person or he is so traumatized currently in this moment. I had no idea, but now that you did this like 1 minute flashback to the scene from earlier in their life that we had no idea happened before, now I understand.
No, they don't need tricks there. They just do this and they do it right off the bat, and it's different. Like that's not normal, and I think it actually is very interesting.
It would be interesting if the rest of the movie considered that choice at all.
Sure.
It doesn't. It just uses it to bring the mother back as a half zombie, half not vengeful spirit.
Yeah, no. And that's the problem with the rest of it.
And it is used to traumatize children.
Which
his children later on.
Absolutely.
One of which is played by Imogen Poots, one of the great names in all of Hollywood.
Very much so. It's okay. Interesting. She went on to do stuff, right?
A lot. Yeah. She's pretty successful.
Oh, I'm more of an Imogen Heap kind of Imogen guy.
Where we
wanna go, the dust has a little begun Okay, so
What you said?
fuck yeah.
Dude, that song.
Okay.
Which was made only better by Jason Derulo.
I know he
Jason Derulo.
You think it couldn't get any better, and it did.
JD fucking lays it down.
Talk dirty to him.
That's why you're my guy, Chris.
Love the like Arabic horns that happen after that. So
Appropriation.
Arabic horns, he says. Yeah, I think it's interesting enough because it's that whole theme that they bring up, effectively bring up in 28 Days Later about like, you when you're faced with this certain death, what do you do, right? Like when it's kill or be killed by this thing that will absolutely destroy you, and they're like, so this guy, who knows? Maybe they had a wonderful relationship and he just had this moment where instincts took over and he left. Or maybe he was a piece of shit. I don't know.
But yeah, but you're left to like not that there needs to be resolution at all to that, initial question of like why would he do this? But the kind of like, obviously he's very emotional when he's explaining to his kids. He's emotional
when he's lying to his children.
Well, I mean, you have to lie.
So the bite happened, and
do you think that was going to go any better if you told them the truth?
Well, you guys, your mother was just too slow. I saw a door and I ran for it, and I'm here now.
I don't think the conversation goes any better, even if he knocks it out of the park. Even if he's like, I was terrified, I made a horrible decision, I deeply regret it, and I have to live with that for the rest of my life. I think the kids still be like, fuck you, Dad. Bailed on man.
I like that he continues to be the one zombie that you see throughout the movie.
Very stupid.
Very, very
Why
stupid.
is he
coming back? Why do we give a shit that this guy, and he's like, hey,
I saw Dad.
it's me again. It's the worst.
I bet you they just paid Robert Carlyle a decent chunk of change, and they're
we
like,
need him
gotta
to do
keep
stuff.
him in this. He is our top billed actor, basically, in this. So we gotta
him to do stuff. So that happens, and then we move to the future.
So there's a visual montage that occurs, which basically shows what it gets us to 28 weeks later in small increments. What's going on? Essentially, all the infected starve, just like Christopher Eccleston thought they would.
Smart guy.
Kind of had a lot of great ideas, except for
he wanted to get the women for his men, not for him, not for his own selfish endeavors. He knew he needed to keep those men happy.
Maybe he was a watch it guy. Maybe he liked watching.
He's a voyeur. He's a voyeur.
Voyeur.
I like to watch. Well, that's different. Let's get into that next week.
So yeah, the infected starved to death. Britain is declared clear of the rage virus. U.S.-led NATO forces secure and begin repopulating London, but not in the Christopher Eccleston way, more in just bringing people from outside of the country back in. District 1, a safe zone, is established on the Isle of the Dogs, and citizens begin returning under heavy military supervision. Except for there's supposed to be no children. Rose Byrne points that out very clearly immediately when she has showed up on screen. She is like, they're not supposed to be children.
She's doing that.
I have to clear this with me. That actually might be more sexist than what I said earlier.
Maybe, but she's mad.
Oh, very upset.
And Rose Byrne, yes, she's in this. It's early on in her career. She's there, and
lovely as all get out.
The craziest part is just that, okay, so the kids get here, and then they're like, be nice to see Mom's house. And they just successfully sneak off the island like nobody's business in 2 seconds. And then they go into that pizza place and they take a helmet off a dead body. Who the fuck are these kids?
They're weirdos.
They're insane. And where's this military that's supposed to protect this from happening? Like, this just all happens in a second. No one is safe.
No. I mean, this new London, this repopulating London, doesn't seem like the greatest place to live, basically under a military dictatorship. snipers on the roof everywhere.
Very open borders.
Jeremy Renner watching two people make love through his sniper scope.
Reggie. Speaking of liking to watch,
True. He's like, I like the little line. What's on the television tonight? As he's scoping through, checking the windows.
like a real perv.
Like a real perv.
No.
Yeah. It seems like a horrible place to live. Idris Elba is in this movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For some reason,
He's there. He's hanging out.
making a lot of tough decisions,
Yeah.
or decisions that he wanted to make all along. You'd be the judge.
Yeah.
He was pretty quick on the red alert trigger.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, should be quick on the red alert. All right, we're a little bit off track. We got to keep speeding through this. Kids sneak out. You covered that. They do find the mom in the house though.
yes.
And it's very weird, because she's like kind of a zombie, but not. She has like some gene
Suppressive thing.
that keeps it from like fully.
That you can tell she's like going half zombie as she hugs them.
Yeah, it's weird. She's not well for this world.
Yeah, it's not good.
But they now know that their dad was probably lying to them. What is the actual truth? What's going to go on?
You need to have two different colored eyes.
Absolutely. And one of them has to be red. And so they get Alice back to the base. They're going to conduct some tests on her.
I love when they tell the husband, "We found your wife." He's like, "Oh, shit." Are you... Fuck.
I suppose you could play it off as like, man, I didn't even know this day would ever come. I'm just in.
I'm so happy. Oh my God. What? Oh, fuck.
But even then, you'd have to be like, well, what state is she in? What are we going to do? I mean, he knows what state she's in.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm so happy.
Oh. So Don goes to see Alice, basically to do the like begging on his knees apology, like, whoa, that sucked, but hey.
What had happened was, I was
scared. And then Alice, who's been waiting essentially 28 weeks to do this, infects Don.
She infects him. Karma's a bitch.
Eye for an eye, buddy. And also, Don, why are you getting so close?
Yeah.
She doesn't look well.
She doesn't look well,
I could understand if she
disease.
looked fine-ish.
Yeah.
And was like communicating. It doesn't make any sense.
All kinds of dumb decisions that don't make sense.
Well, no, it comes back to just shortcuts. Like, this needs to happen, so it has to happen.
He
Just
goes in
go
to
do it.
give her a kiss.
Yeah, just go do it.
The kids just, they sneak onto the island. They steal a motorcycle.
Oh, they're in a locked room that should be, like, so sealed. Neither of these two should ever be able to get out of this thing, ever.
Yeah, they
Immediately get out.
just wander off.
It's a
Mercenaries?
military base, and these military dudes with loaded AKs are just like, these guys run so fast, though. How are you supposed to shoot them?
And then they're like, just keep an eye on them.
Now, this is where I need to go full German language class of
Okay, keep going.
my high school years.
Yeah.
Kind of like the idea of the safe room being the basement. But here's what you have to do. You have to follow through, Chris. This is all about following through. Half measures avail us not. You can't just get them down there and expect them to sit in the dark and not get infected. But what can you do? You turn the gas on, baby. You take them out. It is a safety measure, Chris, so that there is no more food for these zombies that we now know are coming straight towards these people. The snipers aren't cutting it on the roof. You got to cut out the food supply.
Okay, so we jumped.
No. This happens pretty quick after Don visits Alice, because it is like a rampaging action sequence from there as you're seeing people slowly get infected, the horde growing bigger and bigger.
That's a kind of a cool. It's this cool scene. It's like a rave where everyone is all of a sudden you're like, wait, who's good? Who's bad? I liked it. There's some parts that are like effective, scares, like I would say that,
this movie is classically scarier than the first.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. And so, that was a scary scene, and that's all happening. And yeah, maybe they don't have gas. Also, do we know how zombies react to being gassed?
No. I'm saying gas the people that haven't turned yet.
Yeah, I know.
Even darker.
But like
they do, because they do gas the streets at the end of the movie when they're in the car and they're trying to get away, and Jeremy Renner asks to like push start the car.
Just put your shirt over your mouth. Isn't that what they do to?
Well, humans know to do that, not zombie humans.
That's all that you need if there's effective poisonous gas in the air. Just put your shirt over your mouth.
Well, we know that from COVID.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I do want to mention that Idris Elba's character's name is Stone.
Hell yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Also, shout out to my boy Harold Perrineau, who plays Flynn, the helicopter driver. Also an asshole. But he is...
Is he Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet?
He is.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
And he's also Michael from Lost, who is the single most frustrating Lost character of all time.
Okay.
Ask anyone who is a huge Lost fan and ask them if they like Michael, and everyone will say, no way.
No,
that guy sucks.
Okay.
But I do love Harold Perrineau. I think he's a really good actor. Unfortunately, he just is in a string of things that I've seen where he just plays an asshole. But yeah, back to my great evisceration of the population point. You got to cut off the food supply. They're already down there. Essentially, you doom them to a worse fate, which is they all get slowly turned into a mass of zombies and get their like throats bitten off.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you think that they need it for food, or they're just like raging out and
So yeah, this brings up something from the first movie and now into this movie that makes no sense to me. And I think we had talked about it outside of the podcast. Maybe I brought it up in the first episode, but Christopher Eccleston has the whole idea of like, oh, we'll just let them starve. It doesn't seem like they're taking any time to eat anything.
No, they just seem crazy and like they don't eat.
So is it just that they're like, obviously they're now rage-filled zombies that just need to kill and pass along the pathogen or whatever, the virus, and they just naturally die because humans need sustenance to survive?
Yeah, because I mean they don't show them. They don't really give us an idea of what their diet is like or what their what if they're intaking food at all. It's unclear.
Yeah. It is what it is. I think they should have just gassed the population, taken care of that right quick, got some new people in there, never would have had to worry about it. In a way, if you're just doing the utilitarian standpoint, could have saved a lot of pain and frustration by just killing everybody.
Okay, zone of interest.
Hey, just saying. They did it for wrong reasons. I'm trying to do it for justified reasons.
Okay.
Especially the kids in this movie. Now, Chris, I don't know if we've talked about this. I do not like children in movies.
At all?
If they are being used to manipulate the audience. And in this movie, very much so. In most horror movies, using kids to manipulate the audience so that you actually care about them. If the Imogen Poots and her younger brother character were just adults, we'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot. I don't care if you live or die, but because they're kids, now all of a sudden you're like, I have to care about them now.
Technically.
I mean, like,
bummer.
These kids want Rose Byrne and Jeremy Renner to just die. And these two are like, I will sacrifice my life. These guys might be the cure to all. Well, at least Rose Byrne knows that for most of the movie. Renner doesn't know that.
What's his motivation? He's just like, I'm sick of this. I don't like what they're doing, so I'm going to just...
He sees
buzz off.
He sees the son and
he almost had to kill him.
Yeah, feels compassion for him. Because, yes, he was supposed to... Essentially, Stone, Idris Elba...
Stone orders eradication.
Well, yeah, all the snipers are like over the comms basically saying like, we can't tell the difference. It's impossible. And he's just fire at will.
Yeah.
And that was actually how Idris Elba sounds in the movie.
Fire at will.
Fire at will.
Fire at will.
Okay, that's not what Idris Elba sounds like.
No?
No.
All right. Well, that's one impression I'll have to work on.
So Rose Byrne finds the kids.
Royce Byrne.
After all of this chaos ensues, the kid climbs over the rave party into the air ducts, finds his way out that way.
Little John McClane in training, am I right?
You should have said yippee-ki-yay.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, by this point, I am so disinterested in this movie.
I start to check out around this point. Yeah.
Because essentially what the rest of this movie is just a chase sequence.
That's a big chase sequence, and there's nothing.
Everywhere they go, not the right place to be.
And then, yeah, I mean, we get to the field where there's the scene where the helicopter is, Mercutio is flying the helicopter into zombies. You're getting some chopped heads.
Would
be like, this is some gore.
That is one of the most ridiculous scenes ever put on.
Yeah, it's not good.
And
then,
yeah, well, so yeah, all that's happening, all of this is just a chase sequence. Jeremy Renner is trying to do his best impression of like, hey, I'm a cool young actor. I'm going to take over the main male lead of this movie. Rose Byrne, I think, is actually doing a better job of like being kind of the central driving force of the movie along with the kids. Renner is just kind of there.
He's playing
doing nothing.
Generic action guy.
Well, generic like military guy.
Yeah.
Like, you have to listen to me. I'm the only one that knows how to handle these situations. Hey, random dude that's following us, you go be the distraction for this sniper I gotta take out.
I need you to do this.
But he has so inspired this 11-year-old or however old kid that he does it without even having to be asked to do it for the good of
unearned bullshit.
People.
Unearned bullshit. But and then they just die.
Yes.
Then they're like, all right, Jeremy, we don't know anything. Just he'll die now. And then Rose Byrne, I don't know. Do you want to go back to that night vision scene for a while? That's cool. We'll just do it in night vision.
Yeah.
You're not sure who's looking at who, but
it was so scary when they fell down the stairs. Remember when they didn't realize that there were like dead bodies on the floor and the kids fall on? Like, that's pretty scary.
That is some real shit that you don't want to have happen to you.
I don't think it
will. Falling down the stairs, I don't want there to be dead bodies at the bottom.
Oh, well, unless I'm dying.
If you might be in a zombie apocalypse, you might be in a zombie apocalypse.
If there's dead bodies at the bottom of your stairs, you're in a zombie apocalypse.
If your neighbor starts barfing blood in your face, you might be in a zombie apocalypse. If everybody has red eyes and is sprinting like a sprinter and killing everybody, you might be in a zombie apocalypse.
You might be in a zombie apocalypse.
You might be in a zombie apocalypse.
So Stone finally gets some stones, starts taking matters into his own hands, orders a firebombing of London.
Firebomb the shit out of it. It looks stupid. Bad CGI.
Really bad. We're in the Live Free Die Hard era of CGI where it just looks kind of
mid-aughts. Yeah, where if you can tell the productions that don't have a great budget.
And then he's like, that's not enough. Fire, not enough of a chemical for me. Then he drops the gas bombs. Should have dropped the gas bombs on the tunnel that they had them all in, but I digress. And then
he's being firebombed. He might be zombie apocalypse.
Rose Byrne gets into contact with Harold Perrineau, and they agree to meet at Wembley Stadium. Because we're in London, you got to go to Wembley.
You got to go to Wembley
the
Stadium.
Cathedral of London.
Of football. Of real football.
You know, it is real football, Chris, because they actually play it with their feet. These stupid Americans, they think that throwing the ball around...
Whatever, dude.
Most of it is with their hands.
I like people getting hit.
These uncultured swine in America.
But I don't know, man. TDs are sweet. Fucking soccer.
There's 6 points, and then you add one.
And then soccer, they just run around. 0-0 is the score? Shoot me. It's boring as shit.
Somebody brought
overage, stoppage time? Fuck that.
This is one of my great ideas that I heard somebody say on a podcast about how they would make soccer more appealing to Americans. They're like, just do the arbitrary higher point total. So each goal is like 5 points.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives it.
If you turned on a soccer game and you were like 5-0, whoa. It's like, well, they actually only scored once.
And they got to do a penalty kick for an extra point at the end.
But it can confuse you in American football where you're like 17-14. All right, it's like, no, this has been the most boring game you've ever watched.
Sure, a bunch of field goals.
But it's 17-14. It's not 3-2.
Well, 3-2 is like a monster of a soccer game.
That's a hell of a soccer game. Yes, that's a lot of action.
Blown up. 5 people have been murdered.
There is a goal every 20 minutes at least.
Goal! Oh my God, your neighbors.
I don't think they can hear anything. But Don returns because he has to. So while they're trying to get to Wembley Stadium, Jeremy Renner dies tragically. The car that they found to hide out from the gas in won't start. They're somehow able to shut all the vents in.
Blah, blah, who gives a shit, he's dead.
No one cares. But friendly fire, literal fire, on Jeremy Renner. They were the military people that...
He gets set on fire.
Yep, he does.
He's a man on fire.
Again, confusing Denzel with people in this movie.
I'm on fire.
And then to just really hammer home the stupidity, Don returns and is the last zombie that's like chasing these guys as they eventually get to Wembley Stadium.
It's me again.
He takes out Scarlett. Andy is bitten. Don survives. I don't even know who the fuck is Andy. That must be the son,
the boy.
Because Tammy is the Imogen Poots character.
Yeah, and isn't she the one that gets bitten? But she has the double eye thing.
It's the son, I think.
Oh, okay,
I think it's
right on. Clearly, this is how impactful this.
But it has he potentially is immune.
Yeah,
because his mom's immune.
The kid, whichever one gets infected, runs away like, get away from me, and then it's probably going to be okay. But then again, who cares? And the movie's over.
Not yet.
Oh, what?
Because there's a final reveal. An epilogue.
Oh.
There's radio chatter in French. A helicopter is seen, abandoned, indicated it crashed or was forced to land. Final shot. Infected rush through the Paris metro. We see the Eiffel Tower and the zombies heading for it. Turns out he is not immune. That's the idea at the end of the movie.
Oh, I must have turned it off.
Yeah.
Wait, so the kid goes on to infect Paris?
Yep. Mainland Europe is now subject to the rage virus. It is no longer contained to just the Isles
it's so
of
hard
England.
to contain.
It is so hard to contain. It is also hard to contain my excitement for this movie.
Let's talk about the scenes and let's do it. Let's wrap her up.
Well, Chris, what's your favorite scene? I'm going to guess it's the opening scene.
I would say, yeah, or that, or when they tell him his wife's alive. Just because it was funny for me.
It is very funny. I'm going to
comical.
I'm going to say my favorite scene is when Jeremy Renner dies. I did kind of warm up to him, and I just love Jeremy Renner. Anything Jeremy Renner's in, I really like him.
He's a poor man's Matt Damon.
I like him in Tag a lot. Have you ever seen the movie Tag?
No.
It's funny. It's very stupid, but it's very...
But is it like Jeremy Renner to me is always, I mean, I know he's Hawkeye, but for everything else...
Isn't it a Hurt Locker? That one, Best Picture.
It's true. I guess, he just seems like he's a good...
Poor man's Matt Damon.
Yeah, he's a backup for an action star. He's not the action star, but he's like, this is like an action star from Wayfair.
I resent you for saying that. Jeremy Renner resents you for saying that.
I'm sorry. I know
he recently just almost died.
I know he's been through a lot. I'm sorry.
He has to play Hawkeye.
He listens, and
Can you imagine what it must feel like to play Hawkeye?
I'm the least cool Avenger. I shoot fucking arrows.
But
that's all I do.
He is the main, or he's in the opening scene of Avengers Endgame, and
they had to throw him a bone.
They did.
That's it.
He lost his daughter. That's not cool.
Go back to shooting arrows, you dumbass.
What's your favorite performance? Speaking of Renner,
Oh, I gotta go with, and that's a Rose Byrne. Sure, Rose Byrne. Yeah, I mean, she's not bad.
no,
She's fine. She's fine.
she is fine. Yeah, young Rose Byrne. Woo, actually hasn't really aged all that
She's
much.
like the female Paul Rudd.
She is. Yeah. Have they ever been a couple in a
I would hope
comedy
so.
movie?
They've
They gotta.
crossed like ships in the night so many times.
Yeah. Wow. Now that I think about this, I'm gonna go with Don.
Don.
Hell yeah, Don.
That's right, Don. Teflon.
Teflon. Robert Carlyle. I mean, he's got to do a lot of different stuff in this movie. He's got to be emotional. He's got to be an asshole. He has
That's the
to
biggest
be
role he's ever had in
a
his life.
zombie.
It's the only time he was like top of the call sheet. Yeah, I mean at least.
So I did look up his character's name in Trainspotting. It's Begbie.
Begbie.
Begbie. Again, Trainspotting, one of the best movies of the last 40 years.
If you like a heroine,
I do. Quite a bit. Although I've never done it. But I like movies about it.
the idea of it.
In a way I do, because I enjoy watching movies about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like you get real artistic and creative from it.
It does seem like the tragedy of your life when turned into art when you're doing heroin is very...
It's good for other people.
Yeah, for sure.
And you look very cool for a while. Just kidding. That's not true at all. It's horrible. Honestly,
I mean, Kurt
we know.
Cobain, one of the most influential people of the 21st century, massive heroin addict.
So it's bad. It's bad.
Yes.
folks.
Now we are the franchise addicts. We have
addicted
our
to
sympathies
franchises.
with other addicts.
I streamline.
Mainline?
I'm thinking about work and how I'm so efficient.
Yes.
I want to streamline this. Maybe I'll circle back. No, I mainline franchises.
Guys, can we streamline the heroin?
I'd like to streamline this. Let's get it with some meth. Let's
Now-
get it with some other stuff. I want to streamline the process.
Now you're talking like Idris Elba in The Wire.
Synergy.
That he has some very funny lines in The Wire. His character he's a drug dealer in Baltimore, but he goes to a community college to learn how to become a better businessman within drug dealing.
Hell yeah, he does.
And he's just
Actually, working with some spreadsheets.
no, that's essentially what he does. It's Idris Elba, not with his British accent, with like an American accent, and
Fucking normal.
yes. Talking to a bunch of just like drug dealers, and he's like, it's about supply and demand.
Yep.
So we got the
He's
supply.
teaching economics. There's no free lunch.
No, never been a free lunch.
No free lunch.
Gotta cost something.
Yep. So, okay.
MVP of the movie?
AVP. Oh, man. I would say...
I got a cracking one in the parlance of the British. It's cracking.
It's cracking.
Oi.
Isn't it? I saw it on Russell Brand now. I want to tell you about being sober.
And Christianity.
And Christianity. Also, I got in trouble for all the women that I sexually assaulted. That was later on in the story.
That was before I was a Christian.
Oh, did you see me forgetting Sarah Marshall?
One of the funniest performances of all time.
It made my career.
It is. Although you could argue that everyone else in the movie is way funnier than him, but he is kind of
Then they
the
got me to the grave.
lasting impression of it.
Do you remember Get Me to the
No, I
Grave?
never watched it.
It's stupid.
I was very cynical about
Should've
films early on because I was like, oh, that just doesn't seem like it's going to work at all.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
MVP. Oh, did you give yours already?
No,
Was it Russell Brand?
It was Russell Brand.
I'll just give mine. My MVP is going to be Danny Boyle and Alex Garland for not making this movie.
I watched Annihilation. Over the last couple days, actually. I watched the end of it on a plane. Insane. But okay, that's for another conversation. But everyone, I wish I was more just in awe. Anyways,
sidetrack just for a second. I think we got enough time. I was explaining to Chris when we were at my wedding about how I was watching a movie on a plane, got really emotional.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Was like crying to a movie that I've seen like 15 times. And for just some reason, I was caught up in all this sort of stuff, and I had remembered that there's like scientific proof that you are more emotional, or like your capability of crying increases on a plane if you're
interesting.
Yeah.
And
then Chris remarked that he had felt similarly while watching a film on a plane.
To Leslie. There's a good, that's what happened. That's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious shit that happened. That's
It
not
is.
a joke. It's not a joke. It's what I'm talking about.
And then I watched The Complete Unknown on the way back.
My son watched that last night.
And guess what?
You didn't feel a thing.
Did not feel one thing.
Hey, man, it's me.
Here's the problem.
Timothy Chalamet, man.
The movie is about the wrong part of his life.
Are you sure?
The last 5 minutes or the last 10 minutes of the movie is what the whole movie should have been about. It should have been about the concert where he goes electric.
Well,
instead, they have to do this whole bullshit leading up to it point where, like, essentially it's just watching this genius guy who's just an asshole. I say that while also saying that I love Steve Jobs and the movies about him. So I do understand that I'm a bit of a hypocrite there. But he's such an insufferable person. And I bet you even Bob Dylan would agree with that he is a completely insufferable person. And you just have to watch him. And you're like, I don't care about this. And then it gets to the end, and he's going to go electric, and he's having all these arguments. And I'm like, this is actually interesting. This is what I want to see.
You want to see when he clashes with people?
Yeah, I want to see all those, like, the impact that it had on those people with folk music who had kind of turned it into this, like, religious, closed off experience. Yeah. Even though it was supposed to be for the masses, it was supposed to bring Americana back. Dylan's pointing out the hypocrisy of that.
That tracks for you.
Yeah.
I feel like that spoke to you.
But it did. The last 20 minutes I was riveted, but the first 4 hours of that movie I was like, give me a break. I'd rather watch The Brutalist back to back.
Hell yeah. I wish that the whole movie was just about when he recorded Lay Lady Lay. Lay inside my big breast bed.
Like that when he was like 50?
Yeah.
It's like his 27th album.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't even sound like him. It's crazy.
Once upon a time, it looked so fun.
Then you. He is new.
Also, Chalamet was just too much. I couldn't take it anymore. The voice was too much.
That's what Aiden
You're doing a great job of doing his impression of Bob Dylan.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like all the time. Anytime anybody asks him anything, he's just like, I don't know, man. I just kind of do my own thing.
And it's true. I mean, whatever. Timothy Chalamet, one of our exciting young actors.
I'm just going to get on my motorcycle and ride around. Whatever, man. You know how much work I put into this fucking role? I became him.
Do you know how many late night shows I sat on and tickled the fancies of these hosts?
Oh, so many, man. I even performed as Bob Dylan on SNL.
I even performed on College Game Day next to Lee Corso as a college football fan.
Really?
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
So he popped real big in the sports world because he showed up on College Game Day, and they do like their picks before, and now that it's more gambling focused, they're like they have to kind of know about the spreads and stuff. But the funny thing that they always do is when they do these College Game Days, they'll get a celebrity from the area typically that they're hosting the event at, whatever campus it's at. And Chalamet just ended up being picked for this one. And he comes on and is like breaking down these teams and like talking about the players. He's talking about the spread. He's like, 3.5. I don't know, but I like the over under here. And they're like, we didn't even bring up the over under. How does this guy know about this? And everyone online is just like, goat. This is our guy.
He understands sports too.
He understands gambling. That's the only thing that matters now in sports.
His dog for life.
And so yeah, he popped really big for that. And then everybody thought he was going to win Best Actor, and he didn't. To our new bit.
Oh yeah,
crashing back into the podcast.
Yeah,
where we ask a famous philosopher from history to review
what you think
a modern movie.
And now it's time for what you think.
What ChatGPT can make up in its own brain?
What Chappie do? You got what Chappie do?
What was that?
What Chappie do? That movie
Chappie?
by Neil Blombuck
Was that the one set in South Africa?
with Dee Antwood co-stars.
Isn't that-
Patty boom boom.
Wasn't that District 9?
No, it's the
It's
same.
the same movie?
Well, it's pretty much the same movie, but Chappie's like District 9 for kids.
Oh,
And Chappie has Hugh Jackman.
District 9 is a great movie.
It is.
I wish they would have made District 10 and District 11 so we could have covered it.
What the fuck?
Learn from the 28 model. All right. So our famous philosopher who is reviewing this movie, he didn't come up with a great title. That was a Nietzsche thing. His name is Socrates. He's going to be reviewing 28 weeks later. Here's Socrates. My friends, let us examine this tale not for its spectacle, but for its meaning. Here we see a city reclaimed from plague, yet the cleansing is illusion, for the sickness of man persists. The guards patrol the borders, but who patrols the soul? The infection spreads not merely by blood, but by cowardice, deception, and folly. When the father returns to embrace his wife, is he not blinded by his own weakness? And when the military scorches the city to ashes, do they not kill the innocent to cure the disease they failed to understand?
Actually, yeah.
Perhaps true safety lies not in the barricades, but in knowing oneself. Until man knows his own limits, he will never resurrect the horrors he claims to bury.
Very mediocre.
I think Socrates made a meal out of this horrible movie.
Yeah, he made a meal out of it. Thank you, Socrates.
So, oh boy, Chris, do we have quite the conundrum on our hands here with 28 years later? Oh, well, we'll give a rating. Do you want to give a rating before I talk about the controversy that is the 28 years later?
We'll just do the rating really quick, and then we'll talk about it, and then I got to get out of here.
4.4.
5.1.
Killer.
Yeah.
All right. 28 years later, a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people high up in the movie world saying fantastic, return to form. A lot of people lower in the movie world saying crap, absolute disaster.
I heard good first half, weird second half, zombie dick.
Ooh, I like that. Have you ever seen one?
Nope.
Do you want
Can't say no.
to? Exactly. Seems like a compelling reason to go. We are going to be covering 28 years later. Now we are 2 weeks late to the show here, but we will get it done. We will get it out. 28 years coming up, 28 weeks in the rear view. Man, I wish we were talking about 28 days later again here. But
we're going to go to the theater.
We are.
See you at the movies.
This will be the first movie I have seen in a theater this year.
Wow. Glad we have a movie podcast.
Also, Sinners is not racist against white people. I want to make that very clear.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Thanks, Chris.
See you later.